watch some lightning. They had to wait out an hour-long delay, but the party is still cooking on opening night of the Magic City with the ALCORN State Braves out of the SWAC making the trip to take on UAB. Alongside Jason Halter, Nate Gatter with you. It's year 2 for Trent Dilfer in Birmingham. If last year was a year for figuring things out, this is a year for growth.
Well, and he's really excited about his returning players and what he did in the portal. But Nate, the offseason is over. Both teams have had outstanding preseason camps, and they're looking forward to competing tonight.
Speaking of new starts, ALCORN State has made a change after 7 years under Fred McNair as head coach. His former defensive coordinator, Cedric Thomas, is now in charge, but he gets the benefit of his key defensive piece returning.
Well, and they've got a great one, and Malachi Bailey, one of the best returning defenders in the SWAC. He's got the first step quickness off the edge, and his defense is going to need production from him. 9 sacks last season. He's looking to get double digits this year.
On the other side, the second most accurate quarterback in the entire country a year ago, Jacob Zeno, who turned down big money in the portal to go elsewhere, came back to UAB. Trent Dilfer said, you better be prepared to be coached like a pro, and they think he's in store for even more.
But he is a future pro, one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He'll play in the NFL, but this year, Trent Dilfer is expecting a huge year from his quarterback, his leadership, second to none. Accuracy, arm strength, everything he does is top-notch. This offseason, he's really taken his game to the next level with his mastery of the offense. Watch for him to be very precise in command here tonight.
Cedric Thomas, first game as ALCORN State's head coach. He's been an assistant for the Braves over a couple of different stints, defensive coordinator under Fred McNair a year ago. And you know that guy, the Super Bowl champion Trent Dilfer, accomplished high school coach in Tennessee. Athletics director Mark Ingram took a big swing at Dilfer a year ago. 4-8 in his first season as the head coach of the Blazers, but he still got that trademark grin ready to go in year 2. Perhaps the rain and the lightning kept a few folks from filtering into Protective Stadium, but they are still cheering to get the 2024 season underway. The hometown Blazers are in green, and the traveling ALCORN State Braves up from Southwest Mississippi are in gold. Ball is in the air. Short kick is taken from the 10. And a seam across the 25 out near the 30. Good looking return for Armani Goodwin, the transfer from LSU. And UAB will take over right at its own 30-yard line. Jay, what stands out to you most? I mean, we talked about Jacob Zeno. Anything else on this offense for the Blazers?
Well, it's the deep running back room. 5 running backs we'll see tonight in this revamped offensive line. One of the best centers there in the league, and they're going to be protecting for Zeno here tonight.
See the numbers from a year ago for the senior from San Antonio. Lee Beebe Jr. starts behind him in the pistol. Off play action. The opening throw of the season complete to Cam Shanks, who goes along the sideline for 15 and change. He stepped out of bounds at the 41, making 11 and a first down. That was the first name out of Trent Dilfer's mouth when we talked about wide receivers who had exceeded expectations.
Well, he had a big camp, and first play, misdirection, coming across the line of scrimmage. Nice job with the rollout, putting him in stride.
Next play from scrimmage, and a big opening down the right side. Out of bounds inside the 35. UAB is cooking right away. It's Shanks on back-to-back plays.
And the offensive line, the first 2 plays, very successful. Look at the blocking downfield. Hat on a hat. Great job getting Shanks out into the open field, letting his speed take over.
UAB going quickly, and why not? Beebe gets his first carry, and he plunges ahead to the 27, a gain of 5. The gloves are just for style, I guess.
Yeah, they are. No gloves, and going with tempo there, and we'll see a mix and match of tempo and slowing things down tonight, trying to keep the defense off balance.
Buckhalter, the motion man, out of the backfield. Buckhalter gets it on the pop pass. Stacked up back around the 30 and swallowed for a loss. to set up the first third down of the game for UAB after a nice play in the backfield by Wallace Melton, the senior from Phoenix City, Alabama.
Well, Melton doing an outstanding job on the edge, shedding the block and going to making the play. And this defense, it may not be as big as UAB, but they're quick and they're feisty and they're using the technique to make the play.
Third down and 6 for the Blazers. They converted 40% of their third downs a year ago. On the curl, bobble by Shanks, and he pulled it in for the first down. Shanks has had his fingerprints all over this opening drive of the season, and what a catch that was.
He's part of the game plan, isn't he? Already 3 touches, and they're hauling it in. The focus, Zeno threw a strike, and they're getting both feet in bounds. Only needed one, got both in for the first down.
Zeno rolls. Zeno keeps, and he's knocked out of bounds for no gain. Upended by Markel McLaurin, who started 10 games a year ago at Southern Miss, and he'll be on the field a lot as the nickel and has the flexibility to play across that back of that Alcorn defense.
Zeno wants to stay in the pocket, but he does have good quickness, can escape when he has to. And right there, the defense, again, forcing him out of bounds, getting off their blocks.
Second and 10 for the Blazers. Isaiah Jacobs is the tailback. Off play action, a little trickeration, flip to Buchalter. He's stacked up in the backfield, manages to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard as he was caught up around the ankles by Andrew Smith. Big third down coming up for UAB. What are the keys for the Blazers?
Well, number one, control the line of scrimmage. They got big bodies up front, bigger than Alcorn State. You got to push the line of scrimmage. And then responding to adversity. There's going to be adversity in any ball game. How will you respond? The execution, especially on third down, is the final key.
3rd and 9. And Alcorn wanted a timeout. Not a bad response from the Braves defense here after they were kind of punched in the mouth on those first couple of plays.
Yeah, gashed a couple times, but responding and kind of handling and settling in there. Their secondary has been physical here in the past couple plays.
So both teams have a chance to think about this. Cedric Thomas, former defensive coordinator, now as the head coach. Dion Roberson is his defensive coordinator now in Thomas's first year leading the staff. What about the keys for Alcorn?
The Braves are excited about the matchup tonight to test themselves, and they've got to win the turnover battle. They've got to be plus in that area, and then special teams, the third phase of the game, they've got to steal some yards, maybe block a punt, do something special in that area, and then they've got to get edge pressure on Jacob Zeno to have a chance.
Jacobs alongside Zeno on 3rd down and 9. Zeno steps up. Zeno has a crease. Zeno has a first down to the 7. He needed 9. He got 10. The escapability sets up 1st and goal.
Now, this is perfect execution. Zeno looks at read 1. It's not there. Goes to 2. And then boom. Makes the move. Assertive. Goes up and gets the first down.
Isaiah Jacobs falls ahead for a gain of 3. 50-year senior from Tulsa who got off to a good start last year before he tore his ACL in the 5th game of the season. It's a deep running back room for UAB this year. I formation look. Jacobs the deep back. Jacobs gets it. Has a small crease, but it closes, and it sets up 3rd down and goal from the 2. We've seen UAB convert a couple of key third downs on this drive already, and you wonder if this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, and this may be power football. There, they go to 2 tight ends, ran right behind Quez Yates, John Darius Morgan. Again, the size advantage up front is for the Blazers. And I think with this deep running back room, I'd expect them to keep the ball on the ground.
Jacobs and Beebe are in together as it stands, and Jacobs looks confused. Play clock is at 12, and UAB still doesn't know exactly the personnel it wants on the field. Jacobs is the fullback, Beebe the tailback. A stumble, but Beebe can waltz in. That was a mess for UAB from the beginning, but it turns into a walk-in touchdown for Lee Beebe Jr., and the Blazers are on the board on the opening possession of the year.
Terrell McDonald, the tight end, with the key block number 10. sealing off the edge. An easy trot into the end zone, the Blazers. Perfect execution there. A couple third downs, they picked him up, they finished it off on the ground.
DeLonga on for the extra point, and he puts it through. UAB goes 70 yards on the opening possession, 3 third downs, including a 3rd and goal to finish. But the Blazers jump out to a 7-0 lead to start 2024.
Only one way to win. It doesn't have shortcuts. It's a spirit to outwork, outsmart, and outlast the competition. It demands boldness, grit, and guts. It says we can, and we will. It's what separates us from the rest. There's only one way to greatness, and that's the American way.
Honey?
But the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo and a river?
What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
Introducing Domino's new New York-style pizza, the biggest star of your next pizza night. It's made with our fresh, never-frozen dough that's stretched thin, then topped with melty provolone cheese and cut into 6 big, foldable slices. For the perfect balance of crust, sauce, cheese, and toppings in every tasty bite. So why keep your taste buds waiting? For a limited time, you can get large New York-style pizzas with 3 toppings for only $10.99 or 2 medium 2-topping New York-style pizzas for only $6.99 each at Domino's.
Buy one, get one. With Publix BOGOs on Instacart. When you buy one, you get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. Instacart and Publix. Add life to cart. Check Instacart for new Publix BOGOs every week.
A Chewy pharmacy order is en route for Summit, who loves the outdoors. So her parents use Chewy to save 20% on their first order of flea and tick meds. Delivered fast so Summit never misses a dose or an adventure. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
You may get a little excited when you shop at Burlington.
What a low price! You see that? They have my favorite brand! It's like a whole new Burlington! I can buy 2!
I'm saving so much! Yeah.
Burlington saves you up to 60% off other retailers' prices every day. Will it be the low prices or the great brands? You'll love the deals. You'll love Burlington. I told you so.
Did you know that 96% of customers recommend the Hartford? Boy, that's higher than most movie ratings. And those who switch to the AARP auto insurance program from the Hartford, they save hundreds.
UAB went 70 yards on 11 plays on its opening possession of the season. It took 4 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock. And Trent Dilfer's Blazers are out to a 7-0 lead. Just under 5 minutes played in this game. Nate Gatter, Jay Sonhalter back with you. What impressed you the most from that opening possession?
Well, it was a misdirection. A lot of movement pre-snap, reverses on that drive, keeping the ball on the ground. Zeno on 3rd down, Nate, 3 big pickups to convert, and then they finish it off on the ground in the end zone.
It's funny, too, because if anything, that touchdown play was the least clean execution of the entire drive by some distance.
And we saw a lot of personnel groups, and that's something that Trent Dilfer talked with us about, is the talent he's brought in this program. He can use 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 5 wide receivers, 2 backs in the ball game. So it presents a lot of challenges to the defense when you're mixing and matching personnel coming into the game.
UAB to kick off. The Alcorn return men were up around the 10-yard line, evidently content to take a touchback on anything over their heads. And so we'll get a chance to see this offense for the first time under new offensive coordinator Jermaine Gale. Spent the last couple of years as the head coach at Division II Lincoln University in Missouri. And he will have an East St. Louis kid, Tyler Macon, who started his career at Mizzou as his quarterback. at least to begin things, though we expect to see a couple for the Braves.
But he's supremely talented, 4-star recruit coming out of high school, and somebody that can use his legs, get out of the pocket, and create for his team.
Various Adams in motion and flags before the snap. Our referee is Edwin Lee, and we will hear from him for the first time. Jamar Wynn, 76, was called for the penalty. I wonder if that should have been 56. Steve Carter, the center. Adams in motion again. This time the handoff to Jacorian Sewell, and he plunges ahead for 3 yards on the opening play of the year for the Braves.
And this is an upperclassman-led unit up front for the Braves. 4 seniors, 1 junior. And they feel like they can run the ball, and that's going to be the strength of their offense this year.
Macon flushed. Macon ushered out of bounds. Took a little bit of a hit at the very end from Everett Rousseau Jr. The referee saw nothing wrong with it, and it sets up 3rd down and very long for Alcorn, a nightmare on the opening drive.
And the Blazers were well aware of Macon's ability to create out of the pocket, and that's something they practiced throughout camp. He's trying to keep that quarterback inside. There he escaped, but good job recovering, forcing a 3rd and long.
Out of an early movement again for the Braves. Pocket collapses. Macon lost the football. It's recovered by Alcorn, but the Braves will have to punt. Sewell fell on it. UAB got home with Kendall Johnson, who made a couple of big plays on that first sequence.
6'5", 260 with power and quickness coming off the edge, just swiping at the ball, creating the first turnover. Or off the field, excuse me, forcing 4th down.
O.C. Brothers is deep. Make that Iverson Hooks, the other number 0, who is deep for the Blazers. They get pressure. They block the punt. UAB's second possession will start inside the 10. There's a marker down around the 20. We will check the flag. Could be offside against the Blazers. No foul on the play. The umpire picks up the flag. Get another look.
There's pressure right up the middle. Trying to get the ball out before, but there are 2 or 3 Blazers back there getting a hand on it to block it. Now setting up the offense with outstanding field position.
UAB went 70 yards on its first possession, only 6 between Zeno and Pater this time.
And Trent Dilfer talked with us about the importance of special teams and how much time they focus, how much time they prepare. And there it pays off in game 1, the huge play by the punt block unit.
Cedric Thomas's defense under pressure immediately. And you wonder if UAB might go right back to that heavy power look.
And that's how they're set up with 2 tight ends, 3 backs in the ball game.
Jacobs just behind Zeno, and UAB might have flinched here. And Sayer Flournoy, redshirt junior from Douglasville, Georgia, the right guard.
The O-line's ready to come off the ball. I mean, these big guys, they've been hitting their teammates all camp. They're ready to go and attack.
The Blazers stick with a heavy package even now with 11 yards to go on 1st and goal. Handoff to the tight end, Terrell McDonald, and there was only a couple yards there for him, and he is slow to get up. Jaquez Dew made the tackle, and McDonald, 50-year senior from Muscle Shoals, is holding that left knee. Trent Dilfer out to check on his experienced tight end. McDonald gets a couple of yards. Hopefully he's okay. We'll take a quick break.
There's only one way to win. It doesn't have shortcuts. It's a spirit to outwork, outsmart, and outlast the competition. It demands boldness, grit, and guts. It says we can, we will. It's what separates us from the rest. There's only one way to greatness, and that's the American way.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah, and it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love our points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
At Domino's, our stores now have quality captains.
Horrific. Thank you for the feedback. Terrible. Pathetic. It's a yes.
They're demanding perfection for your pizza.
I hate it.
Thank you. A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Summit, who loves fresh air. Like, loves fresh air. But fresh air is full of stuff. Fleas, ticks, allergens. So her parents use Chewy for all her prescriptions. Fast delivery means they never miss a dose. And great prices mean more funds for more fun. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Buy one, get one. With Publix BOGOs on Instacart. When you buy one, you get one. So when you buy one for this, you get one for that. Instacart and Publix. Add life to cart. Check Instacart for new Publix BOGOs every week.
When I found out I was going to be a parent, I immediately felt a lot of anxiety.
Jacob Zeno and the Blazers offense out to an early lead, and they have second and goal from the 9. Let's get another look at what happened to Terrell McDonald, the tight end, turned sort of halfback here, got the carry in the heavy package. Looks like he just took a helmet straight to that left knee from Jeffrey McKelton. And the defensive backfield for Alcorn. McDonald did ultimately make his way off the field under his own power. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he's a big key to this offense. Play tight end, running back. They'll move him all over the formation. Good to see him walk it off, but definite concern with that helmet to the knee.
Jacobs the deep back in the pistol. Amari Thomas in motion. Thomas the first read in the flat. He can't hang on to an ankle-high throw, and it sets up third down and goal from the 9.
And that's the first look to Thomas, the star sophomore who had such a huge freshman year, 53 catches on the year. Trying to get him across the motion there. A little drag route, and they just couldn't complete the ball a little bit low, but another third down here for this Blazers offense.
Bryce Davis, the tight end to the top, trips to the bottom. Zeno under pressure, delivers to the goal line, touchdown, Brandon Hawkins Jr., and UAB goes up 2 scores in the opening quarter.
And Zeno reads the coverage here, going over towards the right, and sees Hawkins has space. He gets drilled, stands strong in the pocket. Then Hawkins does the rest with his elite quickness, turns it up, gets into the end zone for another scoring drive.
Alcorn picked up a penalty after the play that will be enforced on the kickoff. Jaden Boast was called for roughing the passer. DeLonga on for another extra point, and he is 2 for 2 to start the season. Just past 7 minutes elapsed in the opening quarter of 2024. Already a pair of touchdowns on the board for UAB. One of the best offenses in the country a year ago, in large part because of Zeno. So to the pocket, found Hawkins, and it's a 14-0 Blazers lead.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support. The kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
At Domino's, we take quality control very seriously. So now at our stores, we have a quality captain. Someone who isn't afraid to demand perfection.
Topping distribution, horrible. Okay, next. That's 1,000,000% no.
Noted.
It's a definite yes. Now, get it in the oven.
We're holding your pizza to an even higher standard with quality captains.
Don't forget the dip cup.
Thank you, Simon Cowell.
Now at Domino's.
1, 2, seal, ziplock and a move. 3, 4, slide and store. 5, 6, toss and mix. 7, 8, let it shake.
The only bag with the Easy Guide seal. Ziploc. Unlock life. S.C. Johnson.
Ha! This guy can't shoot. Hey, coach! Bench him! He's got weak arms!
They're 5, Kelly. How do you sleep at night?
On a mattress. From Mattress Firm. So I sleep.
It's the best sale of the year, the Labor Day sale. Get a king for a queen price, save up to $700, and get a free adjustable base. Get matched at Mattress Firm, sleep at night.
On Chewy, save 35% and shop all your favorite brands. For any taste or any diet, at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
1 second she can't walk. Then she can. 1 second you're single. And then you don't want to be. 1 second it's a pipe dream. And the next, it's a dream come true. 1 second you feel safe. And then,
The police are on their way.
well, you still do.
It was very important for me to have a therapist who could understand relationships, trauma.
UAB has touchdown drives of 70 yards and 6 yards in the opening 8 minutes and change this season. Meanwhile, ALCORN State's first possession of the year went for -4. And now the kickoff will come from midfield. So the Braves have it stacked against them.
Yeah, and they're going to have to overcome this to try to get back and create some momentum. But for UAB, what a start. The offense, pretty much perfect. Special teams comes up with a big play, and your defense, the one drive, they did their job to get off the field.
UAB goes to the squib kick from Noah Grant, and it goes out of bounds on the sideline. So in the end, the Blazers are only going to pick up 15 yards from this kickoff.
The kicking team. The ball we placed at the 20-yard line.
Tyler Macon back out. What do you want to see ALCORN change? I mean, we only got to see a few snaps, so it's not really a question of changing something. It might be about execution.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is the offensive line has to give him time to read the defense and throw the ball. But I think they've got to move the pocket, try to get him out on the run. Because this pass rush, a lot of new faces from the portal. Trent Dilfer is really excited to watch them tonight perform against competition. But this is a long group up front, powerful, and then get after the quarterback.
Make it on the delay, gets a couple up the middle. They'll give him the 25 for a pickup of 5 yards. Tackled by Kendall Johnson, who has been all over the field for the Blazers in the early going.
It's important for the Braves to have success on first down, so it's not second or third and long. They've got to try to make it more manageable, and good job by Macon just going right up the gut to pick up positive yards.
Sewell picks his way across the 30 and has ALCORN's opening first down on a gain of 6.
Now, this is a big offensive line up front on the first drive. We talked about this is probably the strength up front. They're relying on the offensive line to get just enough of a push and a little crease to pick up the first down.
Macon, quarterback power. Good lead blocking, and he drives his legs for an extra yard to the 36. Back-to-back 5-yard carries for Macon on first downs. To your point, keeping it very manageable.
Yeah, now we see the offense, a couple positive plays starting to get into a flow and making, that's the strength right there. Let him get to the outside, use his legs, get into a rhythm, and now, again, first down, you pick up 5 yards, setting up 2nd and 5.
Making off play action. Throws into the flat for Sewell. It's too tall. Coverage by Adrian Maddox, former SWAC man himself, the transfer from Alabama State. And it sets up 3rd and 5.
Macon had to go to his 3rd read. He was looking initially going deep there. Try to test out the secondary. Good job in coverage, forcing the delay there and Macon having to throw it away.
Alcorn will go 5 wide. Williams and the tailback Sewell to the top side. The tight end Tamarius Griffin, one of the big names of this offense, joins Adams and Warren to the bottom. Tried to set up wide receiver screen. It's knocked away, incomplete. Nearly intercepted by Calvin Hill, the true freshman corner.
This was outstanding by Hill. Physical on the outside, reading the eyes of Macon, just jumping in front, almost making the play. Again, the recognition from the freshman, setting in coverage and then driving on the ball.
Hill didn't miss out on a first career pick on just his 2nd career drive of college football by all that much. True freshman from Carrollton, Georgia. See if Alcorn can get this punt away. Elijah Gorman will punt it. Shanks is deep to return. This time it's cleanly off. Bounces inside the 35, and Alcorn will be able to down it at the 29. So UAB takes over again. 70 yards on the opening drive, 6 yards, made a little bit more difficult by the penalty that required a 9-yard touchdown pass. The 3rd downs feel like the story for me to this point.
Well, there's been perfect execution. On 3rd down, they've been comfortable, whether it's Zeno with his legs or through the air. They've picked it up, and now here on this 3rd drive, I expect to see more misdirection, similar to the first 2 drives, as they can put in different personnel groups. We saw 2 tight ends, 3 backs when they were in the goal area, and now going back to a 4 wide receiver look.
Zeno and the Blazers go to work from their own 30 after the ball was moved up a yard on the spot. Tight end Dallas Payne is in motion. Beebe the handoff to the right side, and he is dragged down from behind by Aquandrick Ross after a gain of a yard. BBA Doak Walker watch list honor. He averaged almost 7 yards a carry last year. Admittedly, he only carried the ball 50-something times. Handoff to Beebe, hit initially in the backfield and swallowed up for a loss. The ball came out. The Braves say they have it, and they do. Markel McLaurin recovered the Beebe fumble, and Alcorn State gets a much-needed jolt of life.
That's what the Braves needed, is a spark in clawing for this ball as Beebe gets it. There was tempo on this play, and good job with the penetration, getting into the backfield. Jeffrey McKelton swiping away at it and creating the turnover. This block up front. McKelton, it's a flash. Get the ball back to his offense.
How about the aggressiveness of some of those hybrid linebacker safety types of getting in the backfield? That was 192 pounds and 202 pounds knocking the ball out and recovering it.
And Deion Robinson, the defensive coordinator, he'll bring guys from different areas of the field and really be aggressive with his schemes. And he brought pressure and it pays off.
Sewell the tailback with Macon. Correction, that's Xavier Vaughn in for the first time. Goes deep right away, and the ball is knocked away, incomplete. Maddox had, or make it Bracey had the best chance at it, and in the end it was knocked away from him by Griffin as much as anything.
And Vaughn, first play into the ball game inserted here, uses his arm strength to loft this ball up, trying to make a play. The double coverage.
Vaughn, the junior from Beaumont, Texas. He was with offensive coordinator Jermaine Gales at Division II Lincoln last year. Quarterback draw, look at that space. Vaughn inside the 20, where he's dragged down by Michael Moore after a gain of 11 and a first down.
And the Blazers brought pressure from the outside. Steve Carter, the center, They're getting out on the run. Nice block to allow Vaughn to get extra yards right up the middle of the field.
UAB hasn't been able to create a whole lot of havoc in the offensive backfield for Alcorn since those opening couple of plays. Vaughn to throw. Well protected. Corner out for Griffin. And a flag comes out on the coverage by Tyjon Jones. There was contact once and then twice, and the second one through the ankle.
Well, Jones very physical on the back end as there's discussion here, and with the contact, looks like it's
holding from the 4, defense. 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
It looked like it was going on the Blazers. We'll see here. It's a little push.
I wonder if the discussion was just about whether that was a catchable ball, but when you go with holding, it doesn't matter anymore.
And a one-on-one opportunity, and Vaughn, with his arm strength, again, just lofts the ball over the top, trying to give his wide receiver a chance.
A spark from the fumble, maybe a spark from Vaughn. Vaughn keeps it. Vaughn to the edge, got a block, and he's inside the 10, where he's dumped by Colby Dempsey after a gain of 4.
We talked in the opening of the broadcast about the key for UAB is responding to adversity. They have a turnover. How's the defense going to respond? Here, this is a critical drive. Trent Dilfer and this defense to see, hey, how are we going to respond in game when things don't go our way? Second and goal coming up for this defense.
Warren and Adams to the boundary. Adams in motion. Handoff Sewell. Stutter steps in the hole. Churns to the 5, and he's stacked up there after a couple. Third down and goal coming up for Alcorn. In your mind, considering that the Braves are significant underdogs tonight, is this 4-down territory almost no matter what?
Definitely. I mean, this is 4-down territory unless there's a sack here. But on the road, you're an underdog. You want to be aggressive. You want to give your team that mindset. So if you don't get it here, you're going for it on 4th.
Griffin, the tight end, lined up left. Vaughn to throw. Looking that way. Nobody open. Vaughn to run with a flag down. He slips and falls at the 5. There's a flag in the backfield. Maddox made the tackle for UAB. The initial indication is a hold against UAB. We'll see if Trent Dilfer wants to take the 10-yard penalty or decline and have it as 4th down. It looks like he's going to back him up.
Number 69. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
The right tackle, Rashawn Gillespie, picks up the penalty. That'll set up 3rd and goal for the 15. Do you like the decision by Trent Dilfer to take the foul?
I do. Move them back here, and he set up 3rd and 15 where it was going to be 4th down, and they were going to go for it. So now you move them back and put trust in your defense. The defensive line got a pass rush there. That's what forced the holding call. We'll see if bring an extra defender and bring the blitz.
3rd and goal. 4-man rush. Quickly to the flat. Caught by Adams, but he is planted by Chris Bracey after a gain of only 4. And with 11 yards to go to pay dirt, Alcorn's going to bring out the field goal unit.
Well, Bracey's an excellent tackler. Is that not picture perfect? I mean, aggressive, assertive, going up, wrapping up, driving your legs to make the play.
Noah Kiani, junior from New Brighton, Minnesota, is the place kicker for Alcorn. Has made 31 out of 40 in his career. This is from 29 yards. Kick is away, and it is good. So the Braves capitalize on the fumble for 3 points. But you have to wonder, Jay, not to be critical of a drive that ends in a score, if Alcorn can afford to have those drives end in 3 instead of 7.
Well, it's those minor mistakes, the holding, what could have been there, and forces you to go back, then kick the field goal, and you're right. I mean, you need touchdowns. When you're inside of the 10-yard line, you've got to put 7 on the board. And yes, they did create the turnover, and you get the field goal, but they were looking for 7. And for UAB, that's a win by the defense, getting off the field with that excellent field position. They only gave up 3 points.
An Alcorn State team that went 7-4, 6-2 in the SWAC a year ago, but lost quarterback Aaron Allen, leading rusher Jarvian Howard, leading receiver Montario Hunt to graduation. Plus their top tackler, Terrence Ellis, transferred up to FBS at Western Kentucky. So a lot for Cedric Thomas to replace in his first year as a head coach, but certainly he inherited a capable roster.
Well, this is a roster with talent. There are some new faces, but the overall message from the program is he has the ears of his players. They'll run through a brick wall for him, and he's a motivator. And just the trajectory of this program with him in year one, everyone was really excited coming out to start off the 2024 season with his leadership.
Kiani to kick it away for Alcorn. Jacobs and Goodwin deep for UAB. Goodwin bobbles it at the 6, picks it up at the 5, has a crease to the 15. Goodwin breaks a tackle and he's out near the 30. Under the circumstances, a darn good return from Armani Goodwin.
Yeah, pretty good job being creative and finally picking this ball up, and it's kind of skids on the ground there, wet turf. And there finds a lane right down the sideline, almost breaks it free. So runs right out of bounds. He's tripped up.
UAB's last possession ended in a BB fumble. Alcorn turned it into 3 points. But the Blazers went for touchdowns on their first 2 possessions, albeit the second one only required a 6-yard drive. Isaiah Jacobs starts as the tailback. Interesting after the BB fumble. He gets the carry, dragging a man across the 30, still going near the 35, and he turns ahead to the 37. First contact was not far past the line of scrimmage, and Isaiah Jacobs goes for 9.
It's so important for running backs. When contact is made, you've got to stay low, keep driving your legs. That led to a huge gain there on first down after contact, continuing to fall forward.
Second and short, Jacobs again, plants and goes across the 40, a first down for the Blazers on a gain of 5.
Running the ball right up the middle behind one of the best centers in the league, Brady Wilson. He's the anchor up front, ran right behind him to pick up the first.
First and 10 of the 42. Bryce Davis in motion. Zeno over the middle, connects at midfield near the first down marker to Shanks. It's a gain of 9, and Kayvon Henderson makes the stop.
And Shanks highlighted here early on to this ball game. Pressure up the middle, doesn't face Zeno. Right over the middle into Shanks. Another positive play on first down.
Jacobs got a good block from Davis, and he picks up the first down with 3 yards. A Brave stays down. It's Marco McLaurin who dumped him, but came off worse for wear. McLaurin's had a great start to this game. Impacted a number of plays defensively for Alcorn, including recovering that BB fumble on the last possession. Senior out of Collins, Mississippi, who came over from Southern Miss and able to jog off.
It just goes low and shaken up there. Good to see him run off the field, but him and Jacobs colliding. That's 2 physical players. Trucks running into each other.
I would think, too, when you go low like that and turn your head, you leave yourself a little bit vulnerable.
Exactly. And you got to keep your head up, your eyes up, and you can see he's still in a little bit of pain.
Lee Beebe Jr. back out there in the pistol after his fumble. And the gloves now are on after they were not early in the game.
Good game adjustment.
First and 10 of the 46. Beebe gets the call, stretches left side to the sideline. He's banged out of bounds after a pickup of 5 yards.
One thing here early on, you can tell these wide receivers have been taught, they've been coached, they've got to block, they've got to be physical. On the outside, the Blazers wide receivers are help setting the edge in the running game.
Quick throw out for Amari Thomas, his first catch of the year. He is hit around the line of scrimmage. He initially escaped, but ultimately corralled by Kobe Towns, and a flag comes out at the very end of the play. It was going to be third down for UAB, but if this is on Alcorn, it's going to move the sticks. Edwards just got in there, maybe a touch too late. It's a great effort by Towns to ultimately keep Thomas in his grasp after he initially escaped, but it might have been for naught. The officials pick up the flag. We'll get a second look here, so it will be third down and short.
And Edwards was arguing he was still in bounds. You see number 3 come through. Yeah, to me, it looks like he was out of bounds.
So Edwards and the Braves catch a break. It's officially a gain of a yard on the first catch of the season for Amari Thomas, who caught 53 balls a year ago. Beebe, the running back, on 3rd and 4. He bursts across the 40. He fumbled again. It's loose at the 30, and Alcorn State has it. Lee Beebe Jr. has lost fumbles on back-to-back sequences, and Alcorn State gets it back.
And the Braves are going after the ball. Here, nice hole up the middle. And they're just putting his hat right on it to knock it loose. Edwin Summerauer making the play and the ball back to his offense.
One of your keys, Jay, for Alcorn State was win the turnover battle. Got off to a sloppy start for the Braves on the block punt, even if that's not strictly speaking a turnover, but they've reversed their fortunes here late in the first quarter.
But you can tell this defensive unit had a focus on creating loose balls out on the turf, creating turnovers, going for it twice already and being successful.
Xavier Vaughn back out there for a second possession at quarterback for Alcorn on the last play of the opening quarter. Sewell reverses field. Vaughn right in the thick of it. It's no gain in the end after a whole lot of running for Sewell. That'll be 2nd and 10 for Alcorn State on the other side of the timeout. Was not a good start for the Braves to 2024. They fell into a 2-score hole. UAB fans were feeling good, but back-to-back turnovers have opened the door just a touch for the Braves.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support, the kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Make dinner an adventure.
Spark, I know it's you.
With delicious, easy recipes from HelloFresh. You had me fooled, Spark.
Salmon risotto.
Restaurant-worthy meals. Without leaving the house.
You got the laundry, right?
HelloFresh.
Get a delicious deal any time of day. Only in the McDonald's app. Choose any breakfast sandwich, like an Egg McMuffin or sausage biscuit with egg for $2. Or get any size fries for $1. Deals this good don't last for long. So download the McD app ASAP. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
1 second she can't walk. Then she can. 1 second you're single. And then you don't want to be. 1 second it's a pipe dream. And the next, it's a dream come true. 1 second, you feel safe. And then,
the police are on their way.
well, you still do.
It was very important for me to have a therapist who could understand relationships, traumas, the LGBTQ community, and someone who was also a person of color.
I tend to deal with things in life with a sense of humor. My therapist on BetterHelp and we share this trait, and so we connect on a deeper level, and I'm more comfortable sharing things with him.
I am just so much more in tune with myself, being able to talk to my therapist.
Look at you,
You're doing everything you can to get your blood pressure in check. And now you have Super Beets Heart Chews by Human on your side too. In a leading clinical study, Super Beets Heart Chews polyphenol compound was shown nearly 2 times as effective at promoting normal blood pressure as a healthy lifestyle alone. Just 2 delicious chews a day support nitric oxide production, healthy blood pressure, blood flow, and heart-healthy energy. Support your healthy blood pressure with Super Beets Heart Chews by Human. Get a free month supply plus free shipping on all bundles at superbeets.com.
Some things stand the test of time, like a family car. The Hartford has been insuring experienced drivers for generations. Many who switched to the AARP Auto Insurance Program from the Hartford saved an average of $577. For what's worth protecting,
UAB leads 14-3 after a quarter. It's not often a team up 11 points after 15 minutes has a miscues package starting the second, but a couple of fumbles will do that.
You like the scoreboard, but the turnovers, and you just can't put the ball on the ground. A couple big hits by the Braves defense. When you put the ball on the ground, give the ball back to your opponent, that's not the recipe for success. And right now, UAB offense, the message on the sideline is, hey, we've got to hold on to the ball. You can't give it away.
Xavier Vaughn in his second drive at quarterback for the Braves gives off on the end around to Anthony Williams. Gets near the 35. No, he stepped out of bounds back at the 32, so it's a minimal gain, and it sets up 3rd down and 8. Another big play for Alcorn to avoid just giving the ball right back.
And they've got to kind of recognize this secondary and see how aggressive they've been. So it's going to be important for Vaughn here to really look at his reads and make sure that his offensive line gives him time to try to pick this up.
Do you think the Braves line can hold up long enough to throw it down the field?
I think they've got to move him out of the pocket because this defense is very aggressive. I think they've got to keep him on the run.
Deep drop, 4-man rush. Look at Vaughn explode. He slides down across the 35. They'll only give him the 35-yard line where he started his slide, so it's just a gain of 3. And you'd imagine a Braves punt coming up on 4th and 5.
I like how Vaughn was assertive here as he reads. Doesn't like it, immediately gets out as he feels pressure coming. There's not enough room to pick up the first.
Alcorn thought about that for just a few seconds. But Elijah Gorman is out to punt. With Cam Shanks deep for UAB. The man of the opening drive. Low punt. Shanks calls for a fair catch, takes it at the 33. It's a 32-yard punt, all net. UAB, after a couple of first quarter fumbles, gets it back on the other side.
There's only one way to win. It doesn't have shortcuts. It's a spirit to outwork, outsmart, and outlast the competition. It demands boldness, grit, and guts. It says we can, and we will. It's what separates us from the rest. There's only one way to greatness, and that's the American way.
Honey?
But the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo and a river?
What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
When I got this order, I was shocked. This cookware is sturdy. It has this durability that's going to last for years. And just knowing that I have the cookware that can handle any surface is a great value point for me.
Quince is a really approachable brand that can very much elevate your space.
Their pieces are all about comfort and luxury. They're super affordable.
The quality for what you get is really, really substantial, and that's one of the reasons that I've been drawn to this brand.
Get $20 off your first purchase at quince.com.
Introducing rewards from Sling, where you can win prizes for just watching TV. That's like getting a promotion for taking a vacation, or getting a gold medal for walking to your mailbox, or winning prizes for watching TV. Did we say that already? All you have to do is watch 30 minutes a day. Every day is another chance to score up to $10,000 in monthly cash and prizes. So sign up for Sling or watch for free. You can win either way. Sling lets you do that.
It was very important for me to have a therapist who could understand relationships, traumas, the LGBTQ community, and someone who was also a person of color.
I tend to deal with things in life with a sense of humor. My therapist on BetterHelp and we share this.
On the left side of your picture, Trent Dilfer's UAB Blazers have a 14-3 lead early in the second quarter. On the right side, you're looking live at Uptown NOLA, where Tulane is up 28-0 on Southeastern Louisiana early on in the third. UAB picked 10th in the 14-team American. Memphis picked to win it. UTSA just behind it, Tulane in third. UAB first and 10 from the 33. Isaiah Jacobs, the ball carrier, picks up 4 before he is spilled by Edwin Samore. That preseason poll, what do you make of it, Jay?
Well, I mean, I think all these teams at the top 5, they all have talent. And, you know, Memphis and John Summerall over at Tulane, his first ball game with the big lead. But with UAB here tonight, picked 10th, I have a feeling they're going to finish much higher with the superstar coach and Trent Dilfer, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and Jacob Zeno. The offense and defensive line that we've heard and we've seen tonight much improved. This Blazers team is on the rise, but I think this is a very deep league. And, you know, Memphis, a lot of returners coming back. South Florida, another team that's going to be in the thick of things.
Back-to-back Jacobs carries for a first down. Zeno, naked off play action. He has a lot of green in front of him. Zeno still going. Tripped up from behind inside the 35 all the way down to the 30. Dew finally chased him down, but Zeno rips off a big gain to set up UAB in ALCORN territory.
You see the speed. They're getting on the edge. And here, play action fake. Nobody open. I'm going to take it. Then pointing out his blocks up front. Pick up the big first down.
26 yards for Zeno. Look at Jacobs lower his pad level and pull ahead to the 26 for a gain of 4. Jacobs, unsurprisingly, the tailback on every snap so far on this drive. Lee Beebe Jr. got the opening carries of this game for UAB, but put the ball on the ground twice in the first quarter. From Trent Dilfer's standpoint, if you were him, how are you managing that?
Well, it's tough because Beebe's such a talented runner, and we got 5 running backs in this room that we expected to see tonight, and Beebe putting the ball on the ground, you hate it for him, but you have to be accountable and give the other running backs a chance, especially when they're as talented as they are. But I expect Beebe to get more opportunities.
Lee Witherspoon slashes across the 20 on his first carry of the year, and he has a first down to the 19 before Dew makes the tackle, and that's exactly the depth that we're talking about.
And I like how this offensive staff of Alex Mortensen, Trent Dilfer, and getting everybody involved. Everybody's touching the ball, and when you have the talent, the depth that this offense does, you want to give action and touches to everyone.
Armani Goodwin is on now. He's been the return man, but this would be his first carry if he gets one. Instead, they swing it out to him. Goodwin has Payne blocking in front, and he is upended on the sideline after a gain of 3. Edwin Samore, who has been active after forcing that fumble from Beebe on the last possession, made another stop.
Swing pass out front, pick up positive yards. This offense really stretching the fields horizontally and vertically.
So 3 running backs have appeared and touched the ball for UAB on this possession. Beebe not one of them. Referee stopped the clock with Samore down.
Timeout. Injured to a defensive player.
Edwin Samore, the 5th-year senior from Atlanta. One of the guys that Deanna Roberson, the defensive coordinator, really raved about with us when we talked to him this week. The experience of Samore, his communication skills, and also his athleticism, said he's maybe the fastest guy on the Braves defense. But the Traders are attending to him early in the second quarter. He's up on his feet, seems to be okay. 2nd and 7 for UAB after this.
Here we are, in the heart of the city that is the heart of the city. At UAB, we're restless, with curiosity and the passion that sparks every new idea and discovery. Here, we're learning everywhere and anywhere. growing, bonding, building something different. Because different moves the world. Here, we aren't just doing what we can. We're doing what they say we can't. Here, we are shaping a better world for all of us. Here we are.
Honey?
But the gains are pumping.
Yeah, the market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the after hours, bro.
Dad, is Mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up. Sweetie, grab your piggy bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo and a river?
What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
I'm keeping the best.
When I got this order, I was shocked. This cookware is sturdy. It has this durability that's going to last for years. And just knowing that I have the cookware that can handle any surface is a great value point for me.
Quince is a really approachable brand that can very much elevate your space.
Their pieces are all about comfort and luxury. They're super affordable.
The quality for what you get is really, really substantial, and that's one of the reasons that I've been drawn to this brand.
Get $20 off your first purchase at quince.com.
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for.
Sling lets you do that. Hey, where are you going?
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for and let me pause my subscription when I want.
Sling lets you do that.
Who?
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I pay for and let me pause my subscription when I want and have hundreds of free channels.
Sling lets you do that too, Mr. Fish.
Choose and customize your channel lineup or watch for free. Sling lets you do that.
I knew that I wanted to get help immediately. I was going to be able to see a therapist.
We mentioned the American preseason poll just moments ago. Memphis dominated the first place votes, getting 23 of the 30 available. Army picked up 1 down in 5th. It does feel like those top 3 to me are the strongest contenders, but certainly South Florida and Army in the picture as well, as you said, Jay. 2nd down and 7 for UAB. At the ALCORN 16 out of the timeout. Jacobs tries to turn the corner, but he is corralled from behind and pulled down by Malachi Bailey. That's the first time we've called his name since the top of the show tonight.
Offensive line has done a good job shadowing him, but Bailey getting off the block to make the play and stepping up here in the second quarter.
That's the 26th tackle for loss of Bailey's decorated career. First team All-SWAC a year ago. Cedric Thomas wanted a timeout, and he got it just in time. He was sprinting down that far sideline.
Prior to the snap, timeout, ALCORN State. Their second of the half.
That's a new skill for a new head coach to acquire. Now, he's been a head coach before, but this is his first time at the Division I level leading the way, and he had to show his sprint down the sideline to make that timeout call.
And here's the offense, huddles up. UAB's been great on 3rd downs here tonight. Another situation, 3rd and long. The defense for the Braves have to keep their eyes on Zeno, extending and getting out of the pocket, trying to pick it up with his legs. But he's been very accurate with the ball tonight, 8 for 9 for 69 yards and the 1 touchdown through the air. This offensive line has protected up front, built a wall, giving him time to throw the ball.
Trips left with Jacobs in the backfield alongside Zeno on 3rd and 7. UAB has been excellent on 3rd downs. 4-man rush. Zeno hit as he throws. It flutters and it's picked. Markel McLaurin makes another big play. He's recovered a fumble. He's intercepted Zeno, all in the first half. A 3rd UAB turnover in the opening 20 minutes of the season.
The Braves showed pressure. They faded back, only rushed 4. And right up the middle, Gideon Spotsville hit the arm of Zeno. See, they're right there as he's throwing it. The ball gets up in the air, and another turnover.
That's the kind of arm-on-arm collision that nobody really wins, but Spotsville, I think, will take it.
A little bit of pain there as he's clubbing for that ball. You see it there, turnovers. I mean, UAB is up right now, but as far as the turnovers go, coaching staff will not be pleased giving the ball back to their opponent.
Anthony Williams on the jet sweep. Looked like he was bottled up, but stopped and started again on Moore and got to the sideline for 8. And a Blazer is slow to get up. That's Michael Moore on that far sideline who lost his helmet and now is climbing back to his feet, though somewhat gingerly. Captain on this UAB team, 5th-year senior from Houston. 63 tackles a year ago, including 5.5 for loss. Difficult to overstate the absence he would be if this forces him out for any kind of significant time. Part of an experienced group of interior linebackers for UAB. That's a big part of the reason that Trent Dilfer and his staff decided to put the green dot on the safeties rather than the linebackers. A lot of teams, of course, the stereotypical green dot for the, meaning the helmet that's getting the communication that's now allowed in FBS football this year, the direct communication into the helmet speaker from a coach's headset. Generally goes to the middle linebacker, but UAB, with all their experience in that spot, more chief among them, decided it would be better to have the younger safeties hearing the coaches directly.
Yeah, it's interesting how each coaching staff, each team really devises who they want to get that message to and give that helmet to. And this was UAB's strategy, and obviously on the offensive end, Zeno, every quarterback throughout the country is going to have the microphone in their ear.
Tyler Macon is back in at quarterback for Alcorn. He got the first 2 drives. Subsequent 2 were Xavier Vaughn. Adams comes under center. He fumbled the snap. A couple of Blazers saying they have it. Is it the first Alcorn turnover of the night? Tavarius Adams came in for the snap. He lost it right away on 2nd and short, and the Blazers recover the fumble. What a costly, unforced error for Alcorn State. DeMarcus Smith recovered for UAB.
And for the Braves, you create 3 turnovers. You only have 3 points. You can't give the ball back. They're trying to get kind of cute there with the direct snap, and the ball just goes on the ground. UAB gets 1 back.
You surprised to see a call like that? There's not even a lot of deception to it because he's coming in and lining up under center.
Well, and that's so tough because you're coming in at the last second, and I know you practice that, but again, you're inside the 20, first ball game of the year, and your offense is starting to get more comfort and into more of a rhythm. And you give the ball back inside of the 20 in the red zone.
You could see it too on the replay that Adams has never really set. He's motioning in, trying to get himself down in position, and then take the snap almost all at once.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was at an angle. He wasn't even directly behind the center.
So Zeno and UAB get the ball back pretty much right where they were, and it's 1st and 10. Zeno, Damus, he was in a straitjacket, and maybe for the best for him that the ball fell incomplete. Ross in coverage alongside Andrew Smith.
Well, we talked about the running back room, the wide receivers. Damus, talented senior tight end, 24 catches on the year, very athletic.
Isaiah Jacobs hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard. The Alcorn defensive front has done a better and better job against those interior runs.
They're starting to get more penetration and really good job coming off the ball. This is a smaller unit, but they're getting leverage on the interior, plugging up any sort of crease up front.
Jaleel Anderson had the initial penetration, big 98 in gold. Zeno, clean pocket to the right side. He has room. A first down with a flag in the backfield. Zeno gallops out of bounds on a pickup of 9 to move the chains, but there's laundry behind the play.
This is going to be a hold. It's coming back, but still Zeno, excellent recognition to get out of the pocket.
Holding, number 54, offense, 10-yard penalty, complete third down.
That's the right guard, Zaire Flournoy, who had the false start that nearly cost UAB in the red zone back in the first quarter. Sets up third down at half a mile for the Blazers from the 26. Third down and 19. Thomas in motion. Three-man rush. Zeno flush to the right. Zeno tucks and runs. Zeno hit on the sideline. UAB crowd wants a flag, and they get two of them. Alcorn State with a critical error. If this flag stays on the field, it's going to be an automatic Blazers first down.
After the play, personal foul, no hit, out of bounds, number 0, the defense. Half the distance to the goal line, automatic first down.
The would-be late hit against Edwards got picked up a few minutes ago, not this time for Wallace Melton.
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, the offensive line protecting up front, finally the pocket collapses, Zeno gets out, and you've just got to hold up here. Zeno clearly out of bounds, and you just give this offense another opportunity, this talented group. Could have got off the field on fourth down, forced a field goal attempt, but now give this Blazers unit first down, and this drive continues.
The ball spotted at the 11-yard line. So UAB technically could still get a first down at or inside the 1. Off play action, backward pass to Thomas. He has movement in front of him. 3 flags come down as Thomas is triple teamed to the ground for no gain. But flags rain down around the line of scrimmage. And you wonder, with the way an Alcorn defender is down, if this is some kind of illegal crackback block.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 13, offense, 15-yard penalty, repeat first down.
First game, I mean, both sides making mistakes, penalties, turnovers. Obviously, you want to limit those mistakes, but here early on, each side, penalty for penalty, the hit out of bounds, then the block here that's going to go against UAB. This ball gets to the outside. There's the block going back in. Bennett will get that one on him. Trying to be physical again, but you cannot do that, and the refs easily see it.
It was Markel McLaurin, who has been just all over the field, who was the unfortunate recipient of the illegal blindside block, though he is able to jog off on his own. Tough to be more active in the first 22 minutes of a season on the defensive side of the ball than McLaurin has been.
He's been all over the field. I mean, flashing there, took a shot. Good to see him kind of walk it off, get a break over on the sideline, but this defense needs him back in the ballgame.
Armani Goodwin is in as the tailback next to Zeno. Penalties have hurt both teams on this sequence. UAB started in the red zone, has twice been pushed out of it by penalties. Goodwin gets the carry, bounces right side, and he is dropped. Kobe Towns got him in the backfield and did not let go, a loss of a couple.
Deion Roberson's unit is physical in the back end. And here as this ball bounces outside, secondary comes up, physical play, staying low, driving through. Good technique making that play.
Second down and 28 coming up for UAB from the 29-yard line. And another penalty flag. False start is the signal.
Snap infraction, number 72, offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's Brady Wilson, the fifth-year senior from Spanish Fort.
at the ALCORN State 34.
What's in the playbook for 2nd and 34, Jay?
Throw it deep. Throw it deep. 4 verticals.
We haven't seen either quarterback cut it loose yet. Zeno over the middle, taken on the drag route in stride by Buckhalter, makes a couple miss, and he's finally wrestled out of the 15-yard line. That, at the very least, puts UAB back into comfortable field goal range.
But that was a drag route. Buckhalter catches it. Perfect job with the placement of this ball. Zeno sees him flashing across the screen, throws it, so he catches it in stride. The Buckhalter does the rest, and there cuts back inside to pick up more yards, and he picked up a big chunk now to make it more manageable to 3rd and 14.
19-yard pitch and catch. Zeno, 5-man rush, well protected to the end zone, touchdown. Amari Thomas, the sophomore, off his massive freshman campaign, has his first touchdown of 2024, and UAB goes up 20-3. Zeno found a way. From 2nd and 34 at the 35-yard line, completions to Buckhalter and Thomas for the touchdown. Extra point is just tucked inside the right upright, 21-3 UAB.
Well, Zeno comes back from 2nd and long, stays patient in the pocket, lets the play develop, and finds his star sophomore, Amari Thomas, for a touchdown to stretch out the lead to 21-3.
Quince has been my best kept secret, but now I'm telling everybody. I love luxury at affordable prices. If I want to dress down but still look amazing, they have it. If you need jewelry, they have it. I get so many compliments.
When I'm wearing Quince, I feel effortless and I feel very confident and beautiful. They're definitely a staple in my travel and my everyday outfit. Wearing Quince activewear makes me feel stylish, chic, and at ease.
The whole outfit, one-stop shop. I'm a fan.
Get $20 off your first purchase at quince.com.
At Regions, we believe there are simple steps that anyone can take to be good with money. Kyle, for example, is using Regions balance alerts and overdraft grace to keep a close eye on his accounts and be good with money. A Regions Green Print plan is helping him adopt better spending habits so he can adopt Maggie. Now he can do good with money. With guidance, everyone can be good with money and find financial confidence. Let Regions show you the way.
I wish we could watch the college football games we actually care about.
You can. On ESPN with Sling, they have the college football that you love. You can even choose and customize your channel lineup with Sling. And you can watch on your phone.
That sounds so easy. Now how do we get out of here?
Follow me.
I love this. Yeah, that place was way too crowded.
Prepay and save with Season Pass and get the college football you care about. Sling lets you do that.
I knew that I wanted to get help immediately. I was going to be able to see a therapist within that same week.
I am just so much more like in tune with myself after just being able to talk to my therapist. She's dope.
There's so much ease with using BetterHelp. Now I feel so much more confident in expressing myself, and that's been a great gift for me.
Some things stand the test of time, like a family car. The Hartford has been insuring experienced drivers for generations. Many who switched to the AARP auto insurance program from the Hartford saved an average of $577. For what's worth protecting, the Hartford is here.
To get your free quote, go to visithartfordauto.com. The Bucks got your back. When you know where something comes from, you know everything about it.
First touchdown of Amari Thomas's sophomore campaign has made it 21-3 for the hometown UAB Blazers at their Protective Stadium opener this fall. And they will put it in the air back to Alcorn State as we head into the final 6.5 minutes of this opening half. Nate Gatter, Jay Sonholzer back with you. Grant to kick it away. Alcorn has not shown a lot of interest in returning kicks. In fact, the return men have been up around the 10-yard line in their initial position. This time taken from the 2. And not much there, short of the 20. And that's where the Braves will take back over. We welcome in the now 10th-year athletics director of the Blazers, Mark Ingram. Mark, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you having me.
Let's start with year 2 for UAB in the American.
Yeah.
What has it done for the school, for the community to be in this league?
Yeah, you want to align yourself with other great universities. Now we're carrying our brand to cities like Tampa and Houston and Philadelphia and those kind of other cities, Memphis, that we used to associate with. And that's important for the enrollment of our university and continue to promote this great school. So that's really the point of it.
Tyler Macon, the quarterback again for Alcorn on this possession. He bounces to the left side and sprints ahead for a first down across the 30.
And Mark, so much excitement with the program. Trent Dilfer, what he's brought here in year 2. Mm-hmm. What's it like working with Coach?
Oh, he's great. He's high energy, right? Our players love him. They love playing for him. They know that he's got great credibility in his own story as a player. They trust him. And of course, our offensive numbers. You want to score touchdowns. This is a great place to play football, and it looks like our defense has been playing a lot better so far this game. Knock on wood, and that was really our Achilles heel last year, and they feel like they've made some great talent improvements on the defensive side. So we're excited.
That was perfect timing with Everett Broussard Jr. making the tackle for loss on Anthony Williams. What was the process of getting Coach Dilfer to UAB, especially because he was an unconventional hire with not having college coaching experience?
Yeah, I knew where he was because he was in Nashville, and I had some really good friends there who complained about him all the time. Their kids were having to play against him, and I really didn't think a whole lot about him other than I knew where he was. But we were able to start our process in June of last year, and 2 years ago now. And so the benefit of that is I was able to talk to a lot of coaches before the season ever started. So the great thing there is I didn't have to get into the season where these guys would be like, hey, man, I got a game this week. I can't talk. I had a really good list of interested candidates before they even got to fall camp. But he was one of them. I reached out to him, and I kind of did it as a favor to a friend almost, like, all right, like how bad is it to talk to a guy who won the Super Bowl? We probably got some mutual friends or something. And so we talked for a while, and, what I thought was going to be about a 10-minute conversation was like an hour and a half. And then I went to see him on the way to one of our road games. We were playing at Western Kentucky. I drove through Nashville, stopped off, thought it would be like an hour. It was 3. We just had this really good rapport early, and I know this sounds like just something you ought to say to your president, but the number one thing is integrity. With me, if I can't trust you, man, you can't work here. And he just kind of exudes this high energy, very faithful guy who oozes integrity. And he wants to do things right. He has no interest in cheating. He believes he can win without it. He believes in himself, and he's super confident in his system. And so, yeah, the conversation just kind of snowballed all season.
Well, we talked to Coach this week, and I said, Coach, if you have a scholarship, can I play for you? You're somebody I would want to play for, but
he might even throw it to you. He might.
He's running some pro-style offense. He likes the tight end. But I'll tell you, a lot of expectations for this season.
For sure.
What are you most excited watching this team compete this year in the American?
Well, great pick. See, there you go. Nice.
Deep ball by Macon, intercepted by Colby Dempsey. A second Alcorn turnover to counteract those 3 by UAB. But, Mark, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, we had a top 20 offense last year. If we can improve on defense, which I'm confident we have, we're going to be really fun to watch. Unfortunately, we've had 3 turnovers in the first half, which is uncharacteristic of us. But first game type stuff. But if we can continue to play like we did last year offensively, improve, on the defensive side even just a little bit, we're going to be really hard to play. And look, we went to Tulane. We were up on Tulane, who played in the championship. We were up 2 touchdowns on them. We were up 2 touchdowns on San Antonio at San Antonio. We were giving Georgia a lot more than they wanted to deal with in the first half in Athens. I mean, we did some really good things. They just didn't turn into wins, which obviously is the ultimate marker.
UAB takes back over 1st and 10 from the 25. Zeno to throw. Goes into the flat for Jacobs. He makes a man miss, gets across the 30, and drags him for a gain of 7.
Now I'm going to tell you something. That's two great kids. That's two great kids right there, Jacob Zeno and Isaiah Jacobs. I mean, fantastic kids who you'd love to invite over to your house for Thanksgiving type guys. They're so polite. They're so kind to everybody around them. Awesome teammates. Man, I just love those guys. They're good guys.
2nd and 2, into the flat again. Jacobs juggles but catches and has the first down. Last question for you, Mark, while we have you.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big storyline in college football this year is the expansion from 4 teams in the playoff to 12. Mm-hmm. In particular, it does something for the American in that it does allow for that guaranteed spot for the highest-ranked Group of 5 conference champion.
Yeah, 1 out of 63 of us will get an opportunity to go and play in it, and I guess that's called access. So we just want to win tonight, right? We want to win tonight. We want to win next week, and just keep chipping away at it. And yeah, I'm glad that somebody's going to get to go. Maybe it'll be us. I hope that it is. And if we do, we're going to give whoever we're playing all they want. I promise you that.
Well, Mark, we appreciate your time and your insights. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys. Go Blazers.
That's Mark Ingram, 10th year athletics director at UAB. His Blazers are up 21-3 as we approach the first 2-minute timeout in the history of UAB football. 1st and 10 at the 47, and a flag comes in at the end of the play in the secondary after an incompletion from Zeno. The back judge hurled that one in from some 20 or 30 yards away, and the indication is pass interference against Alcorn State.
Pass interference, number 10, defense. The ball replaced at a spot of foul. First down.
Ross gets the pass interference penalty, and a spot foul gives UAB a first down at the Alcorn 42. Just a moment ago talking about the expansion to the 12-team playoff, and now we're going to get to see one of the other big changes in college football this year. Is Lee Beebe had those 2 early fumbles, rips off a big run inside the 25 before Melton brings him down at the 23. And there is the 2-minute timeout at $1:57 to go in the second quarter. Trent Dilfer, happy for Lee Beebe.
Can simple steps help your financial confidence? A Regions Green Print plan is helping Kyle adopt better spending habits so he can adopt Maggie. And now he can do good with money. Let Regions show you the way.
You got your bag? Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on.
Mom, all my friends can do it. Can you help me practice?
First, we have to get the one little bunny here. Circle. Over. And under. Get one bunny.
Pull.
Did you just do it?
Yes.
You did it. I knew you could do it. Let me see. I gotta look.
When I found out I was going to be a parent, I immediately felt a lot of anxiety and worry. So I went on to BetterHelp to try to look for a therapist to help me with that.
My relationship with my family and with my boyfriend and with myself were suffering. I really needed help.
I was ruminating a lot. Really getting those thoughts out to a therapist and getting feedback was just life-changing.
When you know where something comes from, you know everything about it. When you discover Bull and Branch bedding, you uncover the most extraordinary feeling of comfort and care. We prioritize toxin-free organic cotton. We pay and treat people fairly, all in pursuit of the most natural softness possible. From the first touch of Bull and Branch bedding, you feel the difference. Experience the difference at bullandbranch.com.
Welcome back to This U.S. Open Office Plan.
Miller just lobbed a message way over Jones's head using some technical jargon.
Let's see if they can use Grammarly to their advantage. Jones is using it to make her point in a friendly way. And now Miller's taking a technical doc and asking Grammarly to rewrite it. Let's see if it makes the difference. It's love all, but does Jones feel it?
Yes, they're aligned. Game, set, and match.
Thanks to Grammarly, every word you write helps you reach your goal.
Download Grammarly for free.
You see that? That's like the gap in my health insurance.
Gap in your health insurance?
It didn't cover everything when I got hurt. Good thing I had Aflac. The cash I got from Aflac helped pay for medical expenses, groceries, rent. Really helped.
Trent Dilfer, starting running back, Lee Beebe Jr., fumbled twice in the first quarter. Think he was fired up for Beebe in his first carry back to rip off a big one?
What a moment. That's just awesome. Good for Lee Beebe making a big play. And how about the confidence, the trust in Trent Dilfer to put him back in the ball game? Yes, a couple mistakes made. That's okay. I still believe in you. I have trust in you. And I'm going to give you another chance out there, and you saw that embracing. That's the type of coach you want to play for, somebody that believes in you.
Four-man rush on first down. Zeno floater is pulled in at the 10 by Corey Milliner, his first catch of the season, and he takes it all the way down to the 2. It almost looked like that ball slipped out of Zeno's hand.
But yeah, I mean, this ball, it's got the perfect touch on it, and his arm looked like it got hit, but he dropped it right in the perfect position for his guy to make a play, and Milner comes up with it right near the goal line.
Beebe into the end zone, touchdown. What a first half for Lee Beebe Jr. 2 fumbles in the first quarter, but 2 touchdowns. And it's a 27-3 Blazers lead with 90 seconds to play in the half.
Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling for Beebe coming back in and getting a good feeling, getting in the end zone, getting another chance. You see the embraces over on the sideline. Such a talented player. A big part of this offense. There he reads his offensive line, clears out a path on that left side, easily gets in the end zone.
DeLonga on for his 4th extra point. Just tucked the 3rd one inside the right upright, but this is right down the middle, and he has converted all 4. Lee Beebe Jr., his return to the field, his return to the end zone. 28-3 UAB with 1:30 to go. Coming up at halftime, we'll look at the top plays of the week in the American Conference. Jay and I, but mainly Jay, will analyze the opening 30 minutes, look at the stats, and talk about what to expect in the second half of this one. How much have you seen in this first half so far that you expected? How much have you seen that you haven't?
Well, I'll tell you, you can never expect mistakes or turnovers, even though, hey, first game, there's going to be some of that. But, I'm a little bit surprised just with the penalties, the turnovers. But for UAB, how do you respond to that? I talked in the open of the broadcast about responding to adversity. Well, they've had some, but you're still up 25 points. You've shown a lot of good things that Coach Dilfer and his staff is going to watch on film tomorrow and like what they've seen from their team in the first half. The obvious mistakes will be addressed, but this offense is clicking. Zeno's been accurate. And you look at the offense and defensive line, they've really stood up tonight and done a nice job along the trenches.
Noah Grant, the single-gloved kickoff specialist and punter for UAB. Out to put it in the air again. The Blazers have outgained the Braves 275-63 in the first 28.5 minutes. There's another touchback. There is a flag down back around the 40-yard line. We've had 11 accepted penalties in this first half, 6 against UAB, 5 against ALCORN.
Offside, number 12. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. First down.
ALCORN, unsurprisingly, will take that at the end of the kick rather than force UAB to redo it. So 1st and 10 coming for the Braves at their own 30. Dukorian Sewell flanking Tyler Macon to the backfield. Macon flips it over the middle for Griffin. He's hit in the backfield and slung down at the line of scrimmage by O.C. Brothers and Desmond Little. An immediate timeout. It's an aggressive timeout by the Blazers, even up by 25 with 1:21 to go in the second quarter. Trent Dilfer thinking he wants to get the ball back, maybe just to see what his offense would do if they had to run a 1-minute drill.
Well, and he trusts his defense right here. Hey, I'm going to give you guys timeouts to get a stop here and give the ball back to the offense, and your foot down on the pedal, even though the offense is clicking and you got a big lead. Let's get another opportunity to see if we can before the halftime break.
Mentioned what a proud program ALCORN State is. 5-time Black national champions. 4 of them under the godfather of the SWAC, the late Marino Cassim. Most recent in 2014 under Jay Hobson, who went on to coach at Southern Miss for a number of years. More than 50 players have come out of this Braves program and gone on to the NFL. Most famously, the late Steve McNair. Macon under pressure, escapes up the middle, makes a cut close to the 35. He's upended at the 34. It'll set up 3rd down and 6. Gracie and Brothers combine on the stop. And another UAB timeout with 1:15 still to go in the second quarter. That list of more than 50 Braves in the NFL also includes former Packers receiver Donald Driver, as well as 1985 Bear and longtime NFL head coach, defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier. Outside of football, Alcorn has produced activist Medgar Evers, graduated in 1952, and actor Michael Clark Duncan, who attended the school as well. The coach has shared with us what a family environment, family atmosphere it is, how fanatical folks are. If you're leaving after a game, walking through the parking lot, you're going to have a tough time getting home without getting fed. 3rd down and 6, flag down to the snap. Griffin reaches back to make the catch and has the 1st down as it stands. If this flag wipes out a great play by Griffin, it'll be a shame, but it looks like UAB might have lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside, number 7, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
The call was repeat 3rd down, as though the penalty had been accepted, but it should be declined for a 1st down. And indeed, that is the correction from our referee, Edwin Lee, that the penalty is declined. It's a nice gain of 7 on a tough catch by Griffin.
Yeah, really nice play there, getting Macon out of the pocket, and right on the run, making that catch.
Now Alcorn has a chance to make Trent Dilfer regret using those 2 timeouts. 1st and 10 for the Braves at the 41. 4-man rush on Macon. Room to the right. Makes a man miss, accelerates to the 45, and gets out of bounds close to midfield under hot pursuit from L.D. Cox, 6'4", 305-pound defensive lineman. And Tyler Macon decided better than letting Cox hit him.
Smart business decision, getting out of bounds. Cox, 305 pounds. Able to move that well, so agile. He's going to be a force on that defensive line.
Yeah, if your quarterback's unwilling to slide, take the red jersey off him, see if it changes his outlook. 2nd and 3. Pitch outside for Sewell. Goes airborne toward the marker, but he's not close enough to stop the clock, evidently. The officials wind it initially. It's still turning to 52, 51. They did give the 1st down, and now they stop the clock. That's a tough break for Alcorn. And Edwin Lee now is going to maybe put time back on.
Set the game clock to 51 seconds. The zone plays the 1st down.
It was like the line judges didn't recognize that the spot was at the sticks, because that clock ticked down a good 6-7 seconds. Clock winds inside 50 seconds. Alcorn just across midfield. 4-man rush. Macon protected. Macon wants to run. Tight ropes the sideline, out of bounds at the 43. Nice 6-yard gain, and really clear that Tyler Macon's legs have been Alcorn's most consistent weapon.
Yeah, he's a difference maker when he gets outside, and getting something going here on this drive. And now Braves need to get some points here going to the halftime break to really feel good, but they've executed on a couple 3rd downs, moving the ball, extending plays with Macon's ability.
Griffin in motion. Macon has time again. Rolls to the right. Macon steps out of bounds all the way back near midfield. He could have thrown that away and saved himself a good 6 yards. L.D. Cox had the pressure. I wonder if Tyler Macon just lost track of where he was.
Yeah, and that's one, you're right. I mean, just throw it away. And you don't lose the yards, and you stop the clock. And looks like he's coming up here a little gingerly as he got knocked out of bounds.
So instead of 3rd and 3, it's 3rd and 8. Move the pocket left. Macon doesn't see the pressure. The ball flutters, and it's incomplete. Maddox nearly had the interception. And wouldn't that have been sweet against a former SWAC rival? Desmond Little had the backside pressure. Tyler Macon never saw him coming.
He was flying off the edge, that pressure in there. The ball's tipped up here, almost able to haul it in. See that foot out of bounds as possession is made.
Great concentration by Adrian Maddox, junior from Conyers, Georgia. But his feet just drifted out over the chalk before he could pull it in. Gorman out to punt. Shanks is deep just inside his own 15. Gorman gets it away. Shanks calls for the fair catch and has it at the 18-yard line. And you'd think here, Jay, that with just 22 seconds and only one timeout, UAB will play this conservatively.
Yeah, I think we'll see here just a safe play call or take a knee, go into the halftime break. Up 25 points, 22 seconds left. Just go ahead and take it in and regroup and come back out for the third quarter. Some excited fans there. Future Blazers.
Having to stay up a little later past their bedtimes with an hour delay due to lightning. Just past 9:40 local time on a school night, Jay.
Well, they got to see the whole game.
It's a learning experience. This is a field trip.
They can rest this weekend. It's a long weekend.
Ball at the 19. Zeno to throw. Under pressure to the flat for Jacobs. Stiff arm. And by the back of his jersey, he is corralled and ultimately dropped by Malachi Bailey after a gain of a couple. Both teams content to take that into the half. Just another half at the office for the UAB Blazers offense. 278 total yards last year after they set a school record and finished 18th in the FBS with 450 yards of offense per game a year ago. They are picking up right at that pace and then some. Despite 3 turnovers, UAB takes a 28-3 lead into the half.
Well, a lot to be pleased with, and the offense doing a lot of bright things, but the turnovers obviously will be addressed at the halftime break.
Pleased to welcome in Trent Dilfer, second-year head coach of the Blazers. Coach, obviously the 3 turnovers, but at the same time 4 touchdowns. What's your overall takeaway from the first half?
I'm really pleased with the defense. Their ability to react to sudden change. I think 3 turnovers, 2 stops, and held to a field goal in the red zone. Offensively, we've just been sloppy. Penalties, turnovers, everything we talked about not being offensively, so that's disappointing. But to be defensively really proud. And then how we responded the last drive. Offense went back out there and played a little cleaner and overcame some stuff. So some stuff to build on.
And Coach, you saw that embrace with BB, putting him back in the ball game, getting that touchdown to finish it off there. What did that mean to you to give him that chance?
Well, it's a big deal. The guy's not a fumbler. When I told him after the second one, I'm like, listen, don't start having that demon on your shoulder saying you're a fumbler. You're not a fumbler. You have fumbled a couple times. You're not a fumbler, and there's a big difference. We talk a lot about self-talk on this team. That's where confidence comes from. Do hard stuff, talk well to yourself, have others talk to you. So I wanted to play my part in talking well to him. He needs to talk well to himself. He needs to go back out there and play good football. I bet he doesn't fumble the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot for your talk, Coach.
Thank you.
Trent Dilfer and the Blazers up 28-3 at the half. Folks had to wait an extra hour because of the lightning for the 2024 kickoff, but they have gotten what they wanted. Thomas into the end zone, BB in a couple of times. UAB by 25.
Here we are, in the heart of the city that is the heart of the city. At UAB, we're restless with curiosity and the passion that sparks every new idea and discovery. Here, we're learning everywhere and anywhere, growing, bonding, building something different, because different moves the world. Here, we aren't just doing what we can, we're doing what they say we can't. Here, we are shaping a better world for all of us. Here we are.
A Chewy pharmacy order is en route for Summit, who loves the outdoors. So her parents use Chewy to save 20% on their first order of flea and tick meds. Delivered fast so Summit never misses a dose or an adventure. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
At Regions, we believe everyone can be good with money. Like Regina, a Regions Greenprint plan is giving her a path to be good with money and open new doors. Or the Coopers, facing competing financial demands. Our guidance is helping them find balance and feel good with money. And for Kyle, adopting better spending habits is letting him adopt Maggie so he can do good with money. You can be good with money too and get on your way to financial confidence. Let Regions show you the way.
At Domino's, we've heard in focus groups that some people don't love our classic crust.
Too doughy.
It's not thin enough.
So here's another pizza.
All the ingredients come together.
And so what if I told you this was Domino's?
Just a Domino's, for real.
Introducing Domino's New York style pizza. Try it tonight.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Sleep Number does that. Your ideal firmness and effortless comfort all night.
Can it help us sleep better and better?
Please.
Sleep Number does that. 9 out of 10 couples report better sleep. During our biggest sale of the year, the Queen Sleep Number C2 Smart Bed is only $9.99. Plus, get free delivery when you add any base. Shop now at a Sleep Number store near you.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky high sales stacking, champion of checkout. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify.
Precise designs, subtle curves, curated upgrades. Custom configurations create a space that's uniquely
UAB leads ALCORN State 28-3 at the half in Birmingham. It's time now for the American Conference Top Plays of the Week, and for that, let's go to Morgan Uber.
It's halftime in the American Studios, and we've got your top plays from around the conference.
Simmons doing the honors now, forcing one of the best saves of the night out of Hutchins.
Now listen, it's been all freshmen get on the scoreboard, so Simmons says, I have something to say about it. This one, it goes from distance. No one shuts her down, closes her down, so she gets her head up, trying to pick out that top corner.
Larson plays inside, back foot. Larson, beautiful passing. Philip Yuck makes it 2-0. Niners increase their lead. Unselfish as it gets. Fisher with the back heel. Bang, bang into the back of the net. Yuck gets the credit. Fisher and Larson will get assists.
8 of the 12 goal scorers from a season ago back, but still without those 2 highest totals from a year ago. Yeah, you got to find goals, and Temple wasn't the best goal-scoring team last year as it was. One of those goal scorers, Betancourt, put this one into the box, and he finds his man. It's Medill putting it in the back of the net, and for Temple, a 1-0 lead. Picking it right out of the air and putting it out of the reach. Boom, right there. Just too much pace on it. The ball's rising as it goes into the goal. And a 1-0 lead for Temple.
Here's Flannery. Flannery looking far side. And she'll net it in the upper 90. 1-0 North Texas.
Rachel Roebuck doing a fantastic job as
the captain. I love what she does with the left foot, curls it to upper 90, top shelf. There was just nothing that Bastidas could do to try to get a save there.
Macau tripped up in the box. Shots in! Kinagawa from outside the 18. What a strike by the freshman. And her second goal of her career. The Tigers up 1-0.
It has been coming. Wriggling through, making the opportunity, making the space. Back goes the left foot straight through the ball. Absolutely impeccably timed.
For all things American, be sure to follow us on social media at American_Conf and stick around as we've got second half action coming your way right after this.
Here we are, in the heart of the city that is the heart of the city. At UAB, we're restless with curiosity and the passion that sparks every new idea and discovery. Here, we're learning everywhere and anywhere, growing, bonding, building something different, because different moves the world. Here, we aren't just doing what we can, we're doing what they say we can't. Here, we are shaping a better world for all of us. Here we are.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support, the kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
On Chewy, save 35% and shop all your favorite brands. For any taste or any diet, at prices you love, delivered fast. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered.
This turbo hybrid makes your whole team feel at home.
Brisket, anyone?
Even when you're away. The new Kia Carnival Turbo Hybrid with 32 mpg. Kia. Movement that inspires.
Are your gutters clogged? Cleaning them can be dangerous. Mucky. Yuck. Get Leaf Filter. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Call or click today. Get your free gutter inspection on your schedule and get Leaf Filter installed in as little as a few hours. You'll never have to clean out your gutters again. Guaranteed. Get Leaf Filter today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or go to leaffilter.com. As easy as 1, 2, 3.
If you're looking for the one, find it on Realtor.com. Find the one with a short commute to work. Find the one in a great school district. Find the one in a hot neighborhood before it's a hot neighborhood. And find it exclusively in professionally sourced listings. Don't miss out on the perfect home.
Don't all apps do that?
Not really. Download the Realtor.com app today.
One second she can't walk. Then she can. 1 second you're single. And then you don't want to be. 1 second it's a pipe dream. And the next it's a dream come true. 1 second you feel safe. And then
The police are on their way.
well, you still do.
The 12-team college football playoff is here. So let's dig into how the teams can punch their playoff tickets. The 12-team college football playoff will feature the 5 highest-ranked conference champions, plus the next 7 highest-ranked teams as determined by the CFP selection committee.
The 4 highest-ranked conference champions will be seeded 1 through 4 and receive first-round byes, with the 5th highest-ranked conference champion being seeded where it was ranked or at number 12 if its final ranking lands outside of the top 12. So that's who gets in, which brings us to where and when the games will be played. The 8 teams seeded 5 through 12 will play in the first round starting on December 20th, with the teams seeded 5 through 8 hosting a home game, meaning the pageantry of on-campus college football is coming to the playoff for the first time. Man, that is going to be incredible. From there, the playoff will play out as dictated by the bracket, with no reseeding between rounds. The quarterfinals and semifinals will be played at traditional New Year's Six bowl game locations, followed by the national championship game in Atlanta, where our first 12-team college football playoff national champion will be crowned on January 20th, only on ESPN.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, it all starts with members like you. Because we were founded as a not-for-profit with a mission dedicated to your well-being, with everyday banking tools and loans, all backed by 24/7 support. The kind of support that comes from being a proud partner within your community. Because when you're a member, it all starts and ends with you. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Sometimes you're human, go do human thing. They touch finger on magic square. Meet Sitter and Rover, who very care. Now they wait, feeling miss you move. Says you're human, a sign that you all good. Loving pet care in your neighborhood.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove helps repair it. So if you shave it, Dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
Up by Rise. Golden perfection like a ride of fries. Crispy and fluffy, it's no surprise. Perfect potatoes every time. Deliciously predictable. That's Ore-Ida.
Are your gutters clogged? Cleaning them can be dangerous. Mucky. Yuck. Get Leaf Filter. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Call or click today. Get your free gutter inspection on your schedule and get Leaf Filter installed in as little as a few hours. You'll never have to clean out your gutters again. Guaranteed. Get Leaf Filter today. Call 833-LEAF-FILTER or go to leaffilter.com. As easy as 1, 2, 3.
If you're looking for the one, find it on Realtor.com. Find the one with a short commute to work. Find the one in a great school district. Find the one in a hot neighborhood before it's a hot neighborhood. And find it exclusively in professionally sourced listings. Don't miss out on the perfect home.
Don't all apps do that?
Not really. Download the Realtor.com app today.
One second she can't walk. Then she can. 1 second you're single. And then you don't want to be. 1 second it's a pipe dream. And the next it's a dream come true. 1 second you feel safe. And then
The police are on their way.
well, you still do.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can it keep me warm when I'm cold?
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Sleep Number does that.
Can I make my side softer?
I make my side firmer. Sleep Number does that. Your ideal firmness and effortless comfort all night.
Can it help us sleep better and better?
Please.
Sleep Number does that. 9 out of 10 couples report better sleep. During our biggest sale of the year, the Queen Sleep Number C2 Smart Bed is only $9.99. Plus, get free delivery when you add any base. Shop now at a Sleep Number store near you.
UAB leads Alcorn State 28-3 at the half at Protective Stadium in Birmingham. Stay with us on the other side. The first half highlights, the first half stats, and most importantly, Jay Solomon-Hubbleter's first half analysis. Coming up. Don't go anywhere.
We had the best vacation.
Yeah. And it was easy with the points we earned with the flagship card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I can't imagine where we'd be without them.
They had the best vacation. Look at all those fish. I love our points.
Yeah, me too.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Sometimes you human go do human thing. They touch finger on magic square. Meet sitter and rover who very care. Now they wait, feeling miss you move. Says you human a sign that you all good. Loving pet care in your neighborhood.
I know you see what I got on. Wish you thought of it first. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Copy. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Watch me flex on them. Yeah, see my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit. Take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit. It's a fit. See my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit. Take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit. It's a fit.
There, for those first days and first steps, the new beginnings and here we go agains. Where these moments are made, there is where you'll find us. Because it's never been about what we're here to help protect you from. It's always been about what we're here to help protect you for.
UAB leads 28-3 over ALCORN State as we get ready for the start of the second half for Protective Stadium in Birmingham. He's Jay Sonhalter. I'm Nate Gatter. So glad to have you with us. Jay, UAB at times a little bit shaky with those early turnovers, but the Blazers settled in pretty well, and to Trent Dilfer's point, played really well on defense.
On offense, a couple turnovers, some penalties, some mistakes, but balance on offense, 278 total yards, and of course 28 points.
Now, Lee Beebe Jr. was in many ways the story of the first half, both the good and the bad. He had a couple of turnovers, both fumbles in that first quarter, but he also had 2 touchdowns, including one late in the half when he seemed to have restored the faith of his head coach.
Yeah, he started off with that touchdown and then some adversity hit. A couple uncharacteristic plays for Beebe. The ball's on the ground. How are you going to respond to that? Things didn't go your way. And then he came back in, had a huge play, the embrace from Trent Dilfer, and then capping off the second quarter with the touchdown. You see the emotion, and that's him coming down, not keeping his head down, getting that second chance to come back in and make a play.
And to be fair, restore the faith probably was the wrong word. Trent Dilfer's faith was never shaken. He told him, you will not be considering yourself a fumbler. You just fumbled a couple of times. And for UAB, despite the fumbles, both literally and figuratively, a strong opening half of the season in the end.
Yeah, a lot of positive stats there. 278 total yards to balance on offense. 4 for 8 on third down. That's pretty good. And then they controlled the time of possession. And that positive reaffirmation, you know, during the halftime break, you address some of those mistakes, but also talk about the positives that you did.
ALCORN State is going to get the football to start the second half. The number that stood out there to me was only 10 passing yards for the Braves. Tyler Macon has done a good job creating things with his feet, as did Xavier Vaughn to some degree during his couple of drives. What can the Braves do to try to create something, some separation, some completions down the field to loosen up this UAB defense?
Well, I think that's it. They just got to look to drive the ball down the field. And there were a couple times in that first half where they did kind of give Macon an option to go deep. And the secondary coverage was outstanding from UAB, but I would look for them. Again, you're down 25 points. You've got to take some shots. You've got to kind of give your offense some trust that, hey, listen, we're going to go out and be aggressive and attack. But you got to kind of make sure that your O-line can protect and make sure that your quarterbacks make good decisions with the ball.
Noah Grant to kick away for UAB. And this one will get into the end zone for another touchback. Little extracurricular after the play. Players separated by their teammates, no flags on the field. And Alcorn State will have the football from its own 25 to begin the second half. We'll see if it's Tyler Macon or Xavier Vaughn. Macon got the majority of the first half work, but Vaughn did have a couple of drives. And he looks in the middle of that huddle as the Braves get ready to come out to start the second half. Indeed, it will be Vaughn. Jermaine Gale said, there's a lot of similarities between them. Vaughn obviously a little bit taller. That Tyler had done enough to get the job, but Vaughn had shown that he deserved an opportunity too. Hand off to Sewell, who's bottled up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
It's tough to run on this interior defensive line. Just plugging up the gaps there. LD Cox, Jonathan Allen will go 8 deep up front.
Adams in motion, handoff Sewell. Stutter steps through the middle, and he picks up 3 before Michael Moore makes the tackle. Good to see him no worse for wear after he was down in the first half briefly.
The top players on the defensive side, they need him healthy, and you're right, him coming back to the ball game, a good sign. And now 3rd down here coming up for the Braves. They've got to find ways to stay on the field and convert these opportunities.
4 wide for Vaughn on 3rd down and 7. Quick throw, and it was behind Griffin, who did not run the route his quarterback expected. Bracey was in coverage. And another punt coming for Alcorn State.
Miscommunication there. It looked like Bracey was running the out when Vaughn expected him to run the slant and go to the inside, and the ball errant there. And this defense, again, getting off the field, and Trent Dilfer at the break was very pleased with this defense coming out the halftime intermission, doing their job, a quick 3 and out.
Elijah Gorman to punt. Shank standing with his heels on his own 40 for UAB. Play clock at 0 before the snap. Alcorn State coaches are furious.
Play game, the offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Not the way Cedric Thomas would have wanted to start the second half.
Yeah, and coming out here, his team needs to play clean, and that's something these coaches on both sides are looking for. Is, hey, let's clean up the mistakes. How are we going to adjust after a halftime break? But we can't have these penalties that push ourselves back.
That's the 6th accepted penalty against Alcorn State for 56 yards. UAB has been called for 7 for 55. So that sounds an awful lot like what you expect in 31 minutes of the season opener. Big rush from the Blazers, who blocked a punt of the early going. Instead, it's the best punt by far for Gorman in the game. Shanks takes it inside the 35 and squeaks across the 40, where UAB will take over. Just one more point on that UAB defense, because Trent Dilfer, deservedly so, led with his praise for them at the half. And one of the things he talked to us about was a core value of the program is reset. That you play every 8 seconds, then you flush it and move forward. And he talked about the ability of the defense to adapt to those sudden changes in particular as something he liked, dealing with adversity, even if it wasn't their own, resetting and playing.
Exactly, and he liked it during camp. Now, how are you going to react in game-like situations? And so far, so good. And it's all about staying in the moment, staying present. His defense has done that tonight.
Isaiah Jacobs had a ton of space on the opening carry for him in the second half. He gets a dozen and moves the chains into Alcorn State territory before the tackle by Jeffrey McKelton.
Big gain on the ground, and now the offense goes to tempo. We've seen this in the first half.
Zeno throws over the middle, complete for another first down to Amari Thomas, who had that first half touchdown, the lone through the air, or 1 of 2 for the air, group for Zeno, and it's back-to-back 12-yard pickups. Thomas has found his ways to impact the game. Zeno to throw again, looking to thread the needle along the sideline, a layer throw for Shanks, but it was just too tall for the 5'8" redshirt freshman.
That is such a hard throw to make, and for Zeno, just trying to get it over top of the linebacker and drop it in just a little bit too high. Blazers going back to this no-huddle look.
Zeno, though, has been ultra efficient, with the exception of that one interception on the fluttering pass when his arm was hit. 16 of 21 for 160 yards. Jacobs gets the carry to the sideline, stays in bounds, and he's close to first down yardage again. They mark him right at the 27. He'll be just short. Third down and a yard.
UAB's had success, Nate, running off that left side with John Darius Morgan, 6'4", 315, Quez Yates, 6'6", 320. Those two guys up front have been getting push.
Here's BB, and he pushes to the 25. Needed one, got two. Moves the chains again for the Blazers. Their 21st first down of this game against 7 for Alcorn State.
They've been able to convert. It's just really the momentum continues to build up, and on those pressure downs, the execution has been there.
Dallas Payne is the tight end. We haven't seen Terrell McDonald return since his apparent knee injury in the opening quarter on a carry. BB dives forward for 2. Samarian Edwards, the middle linebacker, made the tackle. I wonder if this has been a little bit of a learning experience for BB as well, not only the mental side of it, but physically with his hands. I was sort of joking about how he started the game with his gloves in his belt, then he put them on, then he's taken them off and discarded them somewhere on the sideline. That is part of it, is figuring out how he's going to handle a slippery ball after the rain we had earlier. Zeno to the outside. It's nearly intercepted. Andrew Smith broke on the football and got his hand to it.
And Smith read it, and here you see him just flash in front of the screen, almost able to pick it off. That's one he wants back. He knows it. Still good recognition.
By the way, as soon as I said that, Terrell McDonald was just back out on the field for that last snap. So good to see him in position to continue. He was cutting on the sideline in the first half after coming off. Third down and 8. Zeno under pressure. Zeno to the sideline. The pass is incomplete. Melton had the coverage on Iverson Hooks. And it brings up 4th down and 8. And our first UAB field goal attempt of the season.
When Trent Dilfer, they're wanting to see his team could get outside the pocket. Zeno extending the play, just not able to convert. And now for the field goal unit, an opportunity to execute here.
DeLonga from 41. Got it. Good looking first field goal for the sophomore from Mobile. UAB had 4 first half touchdowns. The Blazers start the second half with a DeLonga field goal. They're up 28.
Care instructions for my Gatsby.
For beef, short for beefcake.
Mr. Henry Chicken.
Mel likes dressing up to go out. He has more outfit than his daddy.
Henry loves to lick.
He loves people. He likes hair dryers blowing on his face.
Every Friday, they get an ice cream party.
Sounds good. When do we start?
This is why I can't ask my friends to do this.
Whoa, Nelly. iPhone 15 with tons of storage. I really want one.
Yo, you've won 14 times on the LPGA Tour. Since when is one enough for you?
That is true.
Get your head out of the sand trap, switch to T-Mobile, and get 4 iPhone 15s on them. And 4 lines for just $25 a line. And you can save on every plan versus the other big guys.
Swing big at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 15s on us and 4 lines for $25 a line.
4.
New Glade Plugins Plus. Now with Scent Notice technology. Expertly designed to reduce nose blindness, with more waves of fragrance that last up to 80 days. SC Johnson.
Yeah, see my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit, take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit, it's a fit. See my fit, it's a fit. Yeah, I'm fit, take a flick. See my fit, it's a fit, it's a fit.
Look at you,
You're doing everything you can to get your blood pressure in check. And now you have SuperBeets Heart Chews by Human on your side too. In a leading clinical study, SuperBeets Heart Chews polyphenol compound was shown nearly 2 times as effective at promoting normal blood pressure as a healthy lifestyle alone. Just 2 delicious chews a day support nitric oxide production, healthy blood pressure, blood flow, and heart-healthy energy. Support your healthy blood pressure with SuperBeets Heart Chews by Human. Get a free month's supply plus free shipping on all bundles at superbeets.com.
To prove that there is such a thing as free money, we gave people a little sample of Ibotta.
Hi, could I interest you in a sample from Ibotta?
What's going on? It's just money?
Ibotta is an app that gives you cash back every time you shop.
What is it?
It's money.
So I can just take this.
This is real?
This is insane.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's just cash.
Get cash back every time you shop with Ibotta.
If you know luxury, it's not just award-winning, it's rewarding. Saatva Mattresses supports all types of sleepers with durable steel coils and plush organic cotton. Luxury is handcrafted in America.
Elsewhere in the American, Tulsa is putting the finishing touches on a season-opening win over Northwestern State. We already showed you Tulane earlier. The Green Wave ultimately beat Southeastern Louisiana 52-0. So a good start for the American Conference on opening night of Week 1. UAB leads 31-3 here at Protective Stadium. And Noah Grant will put the ball in the air yet again for the Blazers. No shocking results this evening around college football, though Western Carolina did hang around with NC State, had a lead in the first half of that game. 24th ranked Wolfpack ultimately won it 38-21. The signal was to stay in the end zone, and the Braves will wish they did. Alcorn State will start from back at the 10. I wish we could tell you who number 86 is on the kick return team for Alcorn State. Unfortunately, he's not on the roster. But either way, he will regret having brought that one out.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive, but you just need to stay back. There's the message over there saying, hey, listen, just got to stay back and try to run that one out.
FCS Sacramento State has a 10-point second quarter lead on San Jose State. Colorado is trying to hang on in one of those featured games tonight. On ESPN, up by 5 with a minute to go over North Dakota State in Boulder. Handoff goes to Rogers in the backfield for Alcorn State, and not much there. He gets out to the 14 to pick up a 4. It's been very rare that anyone other than Jacorian Sewell has even been in the backfield, let alone touch the ball at tailback for Alcorn tonight. Vaughn, quick throw right side. Pulled in by Williams, who took a big hit for his trouble, but has a first down after the 21 on a gain of 7.
You can see the strength with Vaughn's ability to recognize the coverage and then how quick he can get that ball in there. The arm strength. Looks like he got hurt down on the field here. Hopefully he's okay, but again, nice execution to get the first down.
Anthony Williams is down after this hit. Tyshawn Jones, senior field safety from Johnstown, Pennsylvania,